this is Karen with Grace Be Creations. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday, and it is Monday. We are doing Making It Monday today. Today is Page Dangles. We chose Page Dangles out of the bowl on Saturday. So that's what we're making today. I'm doing a quick tutorial on how to make different kinds of page dangles. A lot of times when you think about page dangles, you think beads or long hanging beads, or a lot of people do use the beads for doing page dangles, but I make my page dangles a little bit differently. I actually use sometimes some cardstock with some charms. I use lace and fabric, and I also have done tassel page dangles before. This is a book tassel that you put on the side of a book. I actually have, I'm just going to lift this up just a little bit. I don't know why it's so low. I've made a couple of these for my junk journals. I have some that are like really big, that have like a ton of different kinds of ribbon and stuff on it. But you can make one that's a page dangle as well. And I'm going to show you how to make one of those out of a bunch of ribbon and lace. And I'm also going to show you how to make a couple of page dangles using cardstock and some charms. You don't have to make page dangles just out of beads. I like to do little cluster page dangles because they just give so much more to a junk journal. So I got this amazing Happy Mail today from Laura. Her and I did a Happy Mail exchange, and she sent me such cute stuff, lovely stuff. And this is one of the things that she sent me, and there's a bunch of buttons in here, so I'm probably going to end up using a couple of buttons to do the page dangles as well. I'm going to empty it over here on the side so I can see what I'm going to use from that. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a couple of lace dangles, and those are very easy. You can do, like, you take a piece of wide lace like this pink one here, and I have this really cute embossed tag, and you can place that on top. It's almost like that same layering effect as you would with the paper clip cluster, but we're using little ball pins, or you can use rusted safety pins. I have very small safety pins here. You can use either or, and you can hang a bunch of things from them. So basically I'm just going to start it with a pin. I'm going to use a safety pin on this one. It's a rusted safety pin, and I think I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use one of these small little keys. Remember, I got these from Temu, and I said, oh, this whole bag, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, I didn't even order this. Well, I'm glad I did, because I'm finding so many uses for them. So you can just hang a key from here, and then you put your little embossed, it's like a mini tag, right? And then you clip on the lace. Do you see where I'm getting at? And this, you can add to it, and it can be such a cute little page dangle. Or if you want to add a little bit more to it, you put the key on after. What you do is you take like a little flower, or we can take a smaller piece of lace. Let me see if I can show you what I'm trying to think of here. Like, okay, say this little piece of, what's it called? I have the Monday brain. You have this small piece of applique, right? So you just kind of poke it through, and then you put the key. Actually, no, we'll put the key first, because the key is smaller. Then we do the applique, right? And then we do the tag, and then the piece of lace. Or if you don't want to, if you want another piece of lace that's smaller to go in front of this one, we can do, let me see. Let me cut a small piece from this. We'll go halfway, half of the size of the pink, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab the small white lace and then the pink, and then we're going to clip it. And just straighten it out a little bit. If you find that the paper clip is snagging it too much, you can go and use a bulb pen instead. This is probably too thick for a regular safety pin, so I'm going to go ahead and use a bulb pen because it's round and it holds more. I think safety pins are good if you're just going to use one or two items, I think. Let's start this again. We have the key, then the applique, small little applique piece there. Then we have the tag, the white lace, and then the pink lace. That's better. I'm going to clip it. Look at how cute that is. Look at this little dangle. And then of course, you know, if you want to add anything to it, you can glue. Like if you wanted to add like this little flower here, I can put this little flower on top of the pink lace. I'm adding something on that I'm not hanging from the bulb, right? So I'm just going to put this little flower down here on the bottom. And then you have a cute page dangle. So now all you do is when you go to decorate your book, you just go place this on one of your pages on the side or on the top. Isn't that really cute? The embossed tag just adds to it. I absolutely love this. I'm probably going to add this to my book when I'm decorating it this week, definitely. And you can layer it as much as the pin will allow you to. You can add a button behind that. So that's one. I love how that came out. I love these little Eiffel Tower charms. Okay, so next you can even make fabric ones. You can make fabric dangles where you take a little piece of fabric. I don't know if I want to cut this in half or leave it. I think that'll be too wide, so I think I'm going to cut it in half. All right, so I have this piece of fabric. Let me see, what do I want to add? You can just play around with different things. I think the bulb pins are probably the easiest to use, just because it gives you flexibility of what you can add to it. I think that might be a little too chunky. Let me try and use, what about a button? You have to be careful what buttons you use too, because, oh, she gave me like a little jar. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that is cute. Let me see, you gotta use a button that's not too thick or it won't move. There we go, a little button there. Although I think I put that backwards. I did, didn't I? Oops. There, oops. Oh my goodness, the fingers. Okay, so if I got the button, all right, so I have the button, we have the fabric. I'm thinking I want to add a small piece of lace on top of that. I'm going to use clear lace so I can still see the fabric through it. You can also use circles. I've got decorative circles. Let me see, what else can I add to this? I don't want to just have these two pieces. You can do a charm and a button. And then you go and add the lace and the fabric on top. I mean behind. And if you want a little length to it, oh, I put that on backwards. This is the hardest part, is you have to make sure when putting them through that you're putting them, actually that wasn't backwards, was it? Let me just, oh, it was the thing that turned. Okay. All right, so I think I'm going to add a little bit more length to this. So let me think. What I think I want to do, that might cover the whole thing. Let me see. I could add a piece of ribbon. Oh, we have sari silk here. Here's something perfect, and it matches too. All right, I'm going to add a little bit more length to it. Gotta love sari silk. It's always wrinkled all the time. All right, I'm going to do, let me see, what's in order here? We've got the fabric. No, this can't go first because it's... All right, I think I'm going to do the fabric, the sari silk, and then the lace on top. And then I'm going to do the button and the charm. Oops, uh-oh. Gotta make sure I have them all at the top or it ain't gonna clip there. I hope you guys can see this okay, what I'm doing. All right. My nails are a little long, so I'm having a hard time working with the... There we go. I'm going to clip it. This is turning on me. I don't know why. Okay, so see? So we have a little piece. I think this is a little long. Let me just trim it a little bit more. And if you want, you can also glue something on the bottom there, like I did the flower before. If you want to glue a button on there, you can just do a little button here on the bottom of the sari silk. I'm tongue-tied today. Like that. Look at how cute that is. So we have fabric, lace, a button on top, and then a really cute heart charm. And that's another page dangle. So now we have two. Now I'm going to show you how I make tassel dangles. And tassel dangles is you get a bunch of ribbon. Now I just got regular size ribbon. I didn't cut it yet. Of course it's not going to be this long because then that would be a book tassel. So I'm going to grab all these pieces of ribbon. I've got a piece of lace, a piece of ribbon. I have some applique ribbon. I've got some pink. I've got thin ribbon, long thin ribbon. I also have some clear ribbon. And I've got some pink satin ribbon. Okay, so I think that's good. And what I'm going to do, you take the top and you're going to make a little loop like that on the top, like you're turning it over and making a loop. And then we're going to tie it off. This is the hard part because you're going to try and keep it together. like this. I love tying knots, said no one ever. Okay, so you're going to tie it really tight. I'm going to leave like a little... I'm going to tie it one more time. So we put a knot in it. And you can even put a bow in that if you want. Okay, so now you have your little tassel, right? Of course, we're not going to keep it this long for a page dangle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it to about right here. And I'll still use that for other things. I can even make another one if I really wanted to. Okay, so now we have this small little piece here. I'm probably going to make that into a bow. So what we're going to do now is grab a ball pin. And you can either pin it from the top where the loop is. Like you can grab one of the laces on the top because it's going to be too thick to go through all of them. So you can choose just one because it's tied here. It's not going to come undone. Or you can pin it right here at the base. But the thing with that is that it'll be harder to pin it to the book. So I just take the tallest piece of the loop and just go like that. And then on top of that, you can throw a charm. So I'll put like one of the Eiffel Towers on there. Because it's only holding one small little piece of lace, you have plenty of room on the pin to add charms. Oops. That's actually a part of the elastic. Okay. So I'm going to add little Eiffel Tower, not towel. Grab a little key. I have this little... Actually, I might grab a bigger key just so we can see it really well. Like that. See the key on the top of there? And then if you want, you can also add a button because I've got plenty of room. So let me grab a button. Will this clear one fit on there or is it too big? No, it's too big. Let me see if I can find one. I don't know if that's gonna... No, it's too big. Ah! I'm gonna have to get a small one. Okay, let me try this one. The button might not work. Is that good enough, actually? Yep, it just makes it, but it's upside down. I think the key is making it too big. Let me get a smaller key. I wanted to put the bigger one on there, but let me put the smaller one on there. That works better. That looks much better. Now we add the button. Yeah. And now we close it. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Look at that. So you have a nice little, and you have plenty of room to still add it to your page. Like you can still unclip it and clip it. And now you have a little tassel dangle. And what you can do with this ribbon right here is I'm going to make a bow so that it doesn't have like straggly pieces coming out of it. Let's see if I can make this into a bow. Oh, what in the world? I have no idea what that was. Okay. All right, there we go. So I'm making a little bow. And there you go. Look at how cute that is. And now you can hang that from your page. And if that's too long for you, you can trim it a little bit more and have it even shorter. You can have it like right about there. But I think this is cute. I think that'll hang nicely. I like to choose ribbons that lie nicely, like flat. Some of them are like a little bit to the side, but like the one for the book. See how this is like nice and soft and like that. Actually, I think this one has some charms on it. Oh, this one has, oh, little beads. That's cute. I never saw that. All right. I don't know why I didn't remember that. Okay, so that's the page tassel dangle. Tassel dangle. I like that. So we've got 3. I'm going to make another one. I'm going to do, you can also use stamped fabric. If you do some stamping on fabric, that works too. Let me see, what do I want to do? Maybe I will use this one here. I love the color of this. So I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to do a piece of lace. I don't want to cover that though. Isn't that cute though? Look at how cute that'll look. You can still see it if you lift it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a piece of lace, a piece of tag. What else can I add on here? I have a little rose I can put on the bottom. That'll be too big. Maybe a small little button. All right, let me get my ball pin. And I have some rusted ones too. I always think the rusted looks really good. I really like this charm right here. This little heart charm. So I think I'm going to add this little heart charm. You just play around with what would look good. We have this little, I have another applique I can add, but it doesn't show up very well. I have this blue one, but I don't know if it looks good with the green. It could. I want to do another button, but hold on, let me see. Ooh, I have this little white key that she gave me in the little packet. This key is adorable. Let me add this little white key. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. All right, so I'm going to do the white key. I'm going to do the little heart charm. I have a cut piece of lace, the tag, a long piece of lace, and I feel like it needs one more thing in between here and this lace. Maybe we can do maybe a piece of this. We do have some green blue here. That might look good. Or no. Nope. I was either thinking, oh, this would look good right here. Look at this. That's perfect. Let's put this right underneath here. Okay, so we're going to do the lace. We're going to do this really pretty, actually, is it upside down? Yep. Oh, I'm glad I saw that. This pretty little applique part. I'm going to do the tag and then this small piece over the top. Then we've got the heart charm and the key. And we're going to push it all through. should do it one at a time. If you have any problems with getting your stuff inside the pin, just pull this out a little bit. All right, we have this. Ooh, that already had a hole in it. I didn't even see that. Okay, that. We have this piece here, and then the long lace here. Look at how cute that is. Oh my goodness. Now, I hope that when you guys think of page dangles, that this is what you have in mind. This is what I think of when I think of page dangles. I've done some with beads. I have a whole thing filled with beads, but I wanted to show you how I incorporate page dangles when I make my junk journals. When I use beads, I use those more at the end of the rope that ties in the junk journal, and I put the beads at the end. I've made a few page dangles using beads, but mostly I do cluster page dangles. I just love how these come out. I think this is adorable, and if you wanted to put something on the bottom there, you could. You can use a safety pin and hang something else on the bottom if you want. It's endless. So we've got this one. We have the tassel. We have this one and we have this one. Where are we at for time? 26 minutes. I think we have time for one more. All right, let's see if we can do something a little different. This time I'm going to use a piece of embossed paper. So I'm going to just rip a piece of embossed paper. Like that. And I'm going to, let me see. I have this cluster piece here that has silk ribbon, lace, and a really pretty, I put this together a while back ago. It's almost like a cluster roll like we did the other day, but it's actually like a tassel. So I'm going to actually cut a piece off of this, and I'm actually going to use it on top of, or actually, should I put this over it? Oh, wait a minute. Let me make this a little skinnier so I can place it on top instead. I don't want to cover it. Isn't that cute? Look at that. So I'm going to put this on the bottom. What is that behind it? That looks cute. Should I put the wide at the top or the small? No, I like it better this way. Actually, I'm just going to trim it up a little bit to even it out. Like that. All right. Now, what do I want to add to this? I'm thinking let me trim up this a little bit. This little piece of pink applique would go perfect over this. I'm going to actually add that onto the ball pin. So grab your pin. I'm going to spread it out a little bit. I'm going to grab the very tip of the pink. I'm going to poke a hole in the embossed paper. Then I'm going to go on the very edge of the cluster lace. Oh my goodness, look at this one. I love the embossed paper on there. That looks so good. You know what I forgot? I might need another charm here. So what do I want to use? I don't want to do a button. I've done a button with every single one. What about a round charm? Like a bead. I have a bead here, but it might be too thick. Yeah, that's way too thick. I don't think I have a small little one. What about this little rose button? It's not the typical button. Is it going to shut or is it too tight? I probably had to do it first. All right, take everything off. Put the rose button on there. Start over. Go on the tip of this here. If you just grab the tip of it on the end, it's less bulky. Go through. Now, with embossed paper, you might take the risk of this ripping through it. So what I do is I'll go through it and then after, oh my goodness, I will put some glue. See, it's already ripping. It's because it's cotton paper. Hold on. Whoops. Oh no. Hold on. You know, it would be easier if I take my awl and create a hole. There. That'll be a little easier. All right, better. So after, I'm probably going to go throw some glue on the back of that so that it doesn't tear up. All right, so then I'm going to go through the lace layer and see how that little button lies perfectly on top. Oh my goodness, I love this one. And then tie it up. I'm not going to put any more in here because this is actually pretty thick. Look at that. Look at that. Let me see if I can have it. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That is such a cute dangle. I love it. I'm not even going to add anything on the bottom. I absolutely love. I think this one's going in the book. I think I'm going to put this one in the book tomorrow. Well, there you go. Look at these. So that's how you make page dangles. The kind that I like to do. Doesn't always have to be beads. I know a lot of people like to use the string beads, but this is my version of page dangles. And then page tassel. And like I said, if you don't want it this long, you can go ahead and trim it up on the end. You can do whatever you want, however long you want them, however short you want them. But I think that these work great. And try adding a tag to it. Emboss a tag. See, I have another one here. Just emboss a tag. It makes a difference. Like I have this small little label. Emboss that and then throw it on top. Use some small little flowers that you've got. Dragonflies, buttons. You can use appliques from a dress on top. Using lace always looks great. Make sure to use the bulb pins. They work really, really well. Unless you're just pinning together a couple of things, then regular safety pins work as well. But that's it. So that is Making It Monday. I hope you guys really enjoyed making these dangles, and I can't wait to see what you guys make because I see what you guys are making. You're posting them in the group. I absolutely love it. So if you do make some, share them. I'd love to see it. Make sure you leave a comment below. And I will see you guys this week in the next video. I'll be doing, working on the book, I think Wednesday. I'm not sure what day yet, but you'll see a video pop up. Make sure to turn on your notifications so you know when I start a video. When I upload a video, I'm sorry. Okay, have a great night. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.